Well, hello. Welcome to a very late egg pod. I don't even know if there's anybody there. Looks like there might be some people. Crispy's generator was banned. Yes, Crispy's generator was banned. It's not banned anymore. Well, it is banned. It's kind of banned until tomorrow when the dude comes to look at it and sort it out, and then we'll have the generator back. Won't have to worry about that. But hello, everybody. Welcome to those of you who've managed to stick around. Thank you for pitching up so late. I will do an early drop tomorrow morning of this stream on YouTube and put out the links on all the Facebook and social medias and stuff so you all can check it out. But before we get started, we have to do the thing we always do, even if it's late. I have updated the patron scroll. So this is what we need to get into. Neil isn't here, so the joke won't work. So we're banning Thrumming Stone and any rat. No reaction. Nothing whatsoever. That was shocking. There we go. No, that's not who we're banning. We are not banning anything to do with rats. We're not banning anything to do with Thrumming Stone. We're banning a commander card in EDH that hasn't been played very much, but when it was played, it was felt that it was hellishly oppressive. And we're just going to put an end to it before it becomes a major problem. And we're banning Sauron the Dark Lord. For those of you who don't know what that particular card is or what it does, let me see if I can show you what it looks like. There you go. That's Sauron the Dark Lord right there. He's a horrible bugger. He's a 7/6, even though he's expensive. Well, he's not that expensive. He's a 6-drop for 7/6. The problem is he has ward, sacrifice a legendary artifact or legendary creature. So unless you have legendary things on the board that you're willing to give up, you can't actually interact with him. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, amass Orcs 1. Whenever an army you control deals combat damage to a player, the ring tempts you. Whenever the ring tempts you, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw 4 cards. Joke's on you, I've never drawn my Thumbing Stone that I once paid $400 for. A card might as well not exist in my deck. Well, Shadow Panther got to draw it on the weekend. But yeah, so that's the new one. It'll go up on the website tomorrow as a banned commander in EDH. You can still, I mean, if you really want to, you can run him in CEDH. I can't see why you would. But just from the point of view, this commander sucks the life out of any game. It makes things horrible. I mean, obviously, you want to go build it for your own play group and mess around with your mates and stuff, go ahead. We don't have any sanction over that. But at EGG events, EDH events, casual commander, competitive events, we will be banning Sauron the Dark Lord. Just so everybody knows, that's what's happening. So that's the ban hammer. It's not a huge ban hammer, but it's a hammer that lands on Sauron's head, which is probably the right place for it. But other than that, just to give you all an update as to where we're at, we are currently about to close out qualifying round 1 for the National Commander League supported by Unplug Yourself. So please check out the website. The tickets are up. They're all available right up to the end of qualifier round 1, and we're putting up qualifier round 2 tickets later in this week as well. So you can get your tickets in early. Make sure that you've got them so that you don't miss out on what's going on. I'm tired, so I keep touching my head. So do that, please. Go check out the website, www.easygaminggroup.com. And you will find everything you need to know about what tickets are available for where and when. We've also put tickets up for the Pauper event on the 4th of November. That'll be happening at a Viking thing from Alter Egos at the Rusty Hook. It's the final of our Pauper Triad for 2023. We'll be announcing, obviously, at the end of that, the winning faction, as well as the overall Pauper Triad champion for the year, who gets a very, very nifty prize supplied and supported by Top Deck and Sad Robot. It's been a really cool event, I suppose you can call it that, with the three events that we're going to have had over the year when the year finishes. And I think the Pauper turnouts have been great. If I'm not mistaken, at Medieval Fair, we had over 20 players at a Pauper event, which is just phenomenal. So we're thrilled with the way it's gone. Numbers-wise, for the National Commander League, I tell you that across the country, I'd love to tell you a full number, but I can tell you that we have over 100 players already taking part in the National Commander League across the country. It's going to be an absolute blast, and I can't wait to see how things work out. For our modern players out there, don't forget, on the 26th of this month, we have the 5th of those events. Only your top 5 finishes count towards your placement at the end of the 7 events. So this is where the points get real. So 26th at D20 Battleground, where we had an amazing Commander League day yesterday. It was such a cool venue, such a cool spot. Adrian and his team really pulled out all the stops, and we felt amazingly welcome and had just the biggest, coolest time. Apart from rats and thrumming stones. But I think that's pretty much it for the event side of life. What price is there for slapping Crispy with massive flying rats? No, we'll deal with that later. Don't worry. I have plans for you, young man. Don't you concern yourself about that. My revenge will be swift and painful, and you won't see me coming. Then the other thing I wanted to talk about real quickly. Deck checks and deck lists. So, I'm going to put this out there, and I'm going to say, if you're planning to bring a deck that you have concerns about, or that you're worried about, or even if you're not worried about it, but you want to make sure that you're playing in the right stream, or whatever the case may be, do us a favor, send us the deck list. Put it up on Moxfield, put it up on Archidect, wherever you want to put it, but send us the link via WhatsApp to my phone so I can pass it on to the Power Level team, or info@easygaminggroup.com. There's a link on the website on the page for Fringe Commanders. You can just click that, it'll open up an email, and you can send us your deck list with that. So we can check it before the day's play. The reason for this is twofold. One, the Power Level team are people who are playing in the event in CDH and EDH. So if we've got to call a deck check on the day, it disrupts not only the game that we have to deck check, but it disrupts the games that they're playing in, etc., etc., etc. And also, it creates a bit of a spectacle, and it's something that we really don't want to have happen on the day of the event. So if we could have the deck checks done before the event, so that when we come, everybody knows they're cool and everything's fine, then we won't have a problem with any of this stuff. Also, just so that you guys are aware, in terms of the Power Level team has been put together from a group of people who are incredibly knowledgeable about the game, and that's why they were picked. They're not there to influence the game in any way. They're not there to be unfair. They're not there to be biased. They're not there to rip decks apart that they don't want to see played, or whatever the case may be. That's not their purpose. Their purpose was, and has been, and is, and I'll tell you right now, making a massive difference in how smoothly this year's event is going compared to last year. So they're doing an amazing job. They're doing it out of the goodness of their hearts. I mean, I asked them to do it. It's not like they're getting paid to do any of this stuff. They're doing it because they love the game and they love the tournament. So what we have decided is that deck checks, if we get the decks in on time, will be dealt with as we have been dealing with them. A recommendation will then be sent to the person who sends us the deck list as to where that deck should play. If a deck list should happen, a deck check should have to happen on the day. The deck will be checked by whoever from the team is available, and the final decision on where that deck goes will be made by Tim Yen. Okay? I hope everybody's okay with that. So Tim will make the final decision based on the recommendations of the whole team, as we've done before, but Tim will make the final recommendation or determination of where that deck gets played. That's just the way it's going to be. So I can tell you that last year we had so many issues about power levels and who did what and what was where and blah, 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 blah. We've had hardly any of those this year. There have been 1 or 2 incidents. In fact, there were a couple this weekend, which were unfortunate, but hopefully this moving forward now will take care of all of that. So just please keep that in mind. We are asking you, if you want to check your deck, if you want to make sure that you're in the right stream, wherever you are, whether you're down in the Cape or in the Eastern Cape or here or wherever you are, info@easygaminggroup.com. I'll put it here, right here. Info at easygaminggroup.com. There it is. Send us the deck lists. We'll check them. We'll come back to you and say this deck is here. Or what we will do, and this is what you guys need to understand, everybody out there needs to understand, part of what we're doing with the power level team is we're trying to make your experience of the event better. Right? So the power level team may come back with some suggestions to change your deck slightly, to make it do something different, to try something else. Or they might say, fine, you want to play this deck, go play in CDH. That's totally fine. But if you want to play this thing in EDH, be careful, because the way you've got it set up right now means that you're going to become the arch enemy at the table. Which means that you're not going to have any fun because everyone's going to target you because your deck is of that nature. And their suggestions will be around making it not of that nature so that you actually get to have some fun instead of being the target all the time, which is what might happen. Okay? So please keep in mind that the deck check thing is the power level team is there for two reasons. One, to help us determine power level of decks, yes. But two, to help keep the enjoyment level of everybody's experience in the right place. Okay? So if you could take it like that, and then you're willing to accept Tim's decision on a like live deck check as to where things go, I think everything will be hunky-dory. All right? But for the purposes of expediency and for getting stuff done and for not having to have the issues of a live deck check on the day, please send us your deck lists beforehand so I can pass them on to the team can check them, and the recommendation or determination will come back before your event goes live, and you don't have to stress about whether or not you have cards to swap out or not, etc., etc., etc. So please, we're asking you guys, all of you out there, help us. Help us. Here we go. The Jerry Maguire moment. Help us. Help you. Okay? Help us. Help you. That would be cool. All right? But that's part of it. And no, I don't want to be slapped with flying rats again, please. It was horrible. I'll slap you with flying Nazgul. How's that? Also, for those of you who have placed orders on the website for tokens and lands, I apologize profusely for the delay. We are in the middle of sorting out an issue we had with our current printer. We may not be using them for the next run, but we have to deal with the particular issue that's come up, and unfortunately it's just taking a lot longer than I had hoped. It does mean that there is a bit of a delay in us getting those things to you, but as soon as we've got it sorted out, everything will be on its way. Okay. I hope that's clear enough for everybody. I hope tonight I know you waited a long time. Depends who gets the memorial first, totally. But I'm going to just go fetch mine. It's fine, you know. So the banhammer wasn't a huge banhammer. I don't think it affects too many players at all in any way whatsoever. Just keep it in mind. Sauron the Dark Lord is banned in EDH at EGG events. And Slimefoot and Squee. No, Slimefoot and Squee are not banned. Only Sauron the Dark Lord is banned in EDH at our events. I just also, again, want to give a huge shout out to the stores that have been involved. This weekend was probably the biggest weekend we've had so far. We had 4 events, 4 stores across the country. Gauteng, Western Cape, Eastern Cape. It was massive, and everything went off so incredibly well, all things considered. And I can't even begin to express my gratitude enough to the stores for hosting our events. It's really, really fantastic. So to all of them and to all of you who are taking part and supporting us by coming to the events and playing in the events, we hope you're having an awesome time. And it's only gets better from here because we start heading towards regionals and the final. Regionals, we start to get, we get to throw some serious prize support behind those. Sorry that I slapped you, Crispy. It was fun but wrong. Yes, but sometimes it needs to be wrong to be fun, which is okay. But yeah, and then please go to the website. All the tickets are up. If I jump onto the website right now, I can tell you which tickets are available so that you can just go grab them. I think that's going to be the best thing to do is if you just go onto the store. Give me 1 second while it loads up. Yes. Okay, I'll answer both of those questions in a second. Boom. National Commander League. All right, we have tickets available for 19th of August, Durbanville Games. 20th of August, Lugshack, Plumstead, Pine Corner, and Top Deck. We have tickets available for AI Fest on the 27th of August. We have tickets available for the 9th of September and the 10th of September. I don't know what the Pauper Triad is doing in the National Commander League section, but it's there. We will fix that tomorrow. Oh dear. Okay, so that'll get sorted out. But yes, so tickets for 19th of August, Durbanville Games, 20th of August, Lug Shack Plumstead, 20th of August, Pine Corner, 20th of August, Top Deck, 27th of August, AI Fest, 9 and 10 September at Sad Robot and Dragontown. Those tickets are all available now. Go get them if you want them. All right, let's answer these questions quickly. Elementalist227, can you join the Commander League if you have a 6-power deck? Will it get far with all the strong decks that the other people are playing? Because this is a competitive event, even though we're playing casual, I would suggest that if you can pump it up to, say, a 7 or even a low 8, you're probably going to be in a better spot to have fun. Otherwise, you just... So I took, this last weekend, I took what I would call probably a 5-6 pre-con to the event, because I thought I would try something funny. But... it really didn't work for me. I had no way of interacting with particular decks, and so I got run over the whole way through. It was horrible. So that's why yesterday I went and took a better deck to the event, and I had a lot more fun. So I don't know if that answers your question. You can do it if you want to, but I don't think it will be as entertaining. And yeah, but we don't use the calculator. That's not why we do the calculator. Half of my decks that I actually know are higher power coming. The funny thing is when you compare the calculator to the other calculator, and the one tells you it's a 7 and the other one tells you it's an 18.5. It's like, well, I don't know what's going on. When will the EDH table be updated on the EGG website? We are busy with that tonight, as far as I know. All the information has been passed to the back-end people, and they are working on that as we speak. So hopefully in the next few days, maybe by Wednesday, let's say by Wednesday, we'll update the tables. I'll try and get it done faster, but it is a bit of a process. And obviously, as you know, EGG doesn't actually employ anybody. Everybody who does things for EGG does them in their spare time and when they can. So we're getting it done as fast as we can. Hopefully, it'll be sorted out by Wednesday. Really hope I can join the next Modern. Had bad flu and family stuff timing for the last 2. I'm sorry, dude. You really need to join it because we need more zombies. Yes, more zombies. That's right, zombies in Modern. Wow, that's a pretty picture. My wallpaper's just changed and I haven't seen this one in a while. It's a cool picture. I'll show you. Let me show you my cool picture. I mean, that's a cool picture, right? Yeah, it's a pretty cool picture. Anyway, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to go over. Are there any questions from anybody other than the ones I've got to? And have I answered those questions sufficiently? Are you okay with what I've said there? Can we get Fridge League or High Power EDH League? I suppose not this year, because obviously we've set things out for the way we've got it this year. Let me look into it. I mean, if it's something that people want, let me know. Yeah, if it's something that people want, let me know. We will try and make it happen. That's what we do as EGG. You tell us you want something, we try and make it happen. We run into issues when it comes to high power EDH because then you may as well just be playing CEDH, you know. But hey, like I say, if it's something you want, if you've got a bunch of people who you can get together and say, hey, we all want this thing, we will try and make it happen for you. That's what we do. So you know how to contact us, info@easygaminggroup.com. Send us whatever details you've got. Let's take a look at it and see what we can do. Elementalist227, is there someone that will be able to help with powering up a commander deck, or we'll have to look through the CDH website? What I would do is drop us your list. Send us your list to info. We'll put it into the power level team and ask them to give you some suggestions on how to buff it up. Obviously not. Do you want to play EDH or CEDH? That's the question. Do you want to do the high power EDH thing, or do you want to do the full on CDH thing? If you want to do, you tell us when you send us the mail. So drop us your deck list, say you'd like to up this to a deck, and then we'll send it to the power level team, and they'll come back with suggestions and say, hey, try this, try that, try put these in, see what this does for you, etc., etc. The IPLT will help you. So that's absolutely correct. So info@easygaminggroup.com. Just drop us a mail. Put in the subject matter power level in the subject line. Just put power level so we know exactly where it's going, and we'll pass it on to the team, and they can come back to you with some suggestions. I really hope that helps. We'd love to have you join us. I mean, yeah, the more the merrier. I hope that answers everybody's questions. Okay, so first of all, can I get what is a fridge league? I've never heard that phrase before. Does that just mean I'm old and out of touch, or what? I don't know. Tell me what this is. Who is this? What is this Fridge League? Otherwise, I'll have to go Google it. Googling takes my brain. Fringe. Oh, a Fringe League. Yeah, I'm seeing Fridge. Oh, dear. What is our standard for high power? So we base our assessment of let's do this. Let me rather tell you what we would consider CEDH. We would consider CEDH a deck that consistently achieves its win condition within 3 or 5 turns, right? I think that's pretty much what we can say. There are, and also what we consider high power are decks that run in an overly oppressive manner, that sort of take over the board and don't let anybody else do anything. That kind of sucks. Like Thrumming Stone in a Maranoa Rats deck. No, not the Maranoa Rats deck, but that kind of vibe. It's we look for combos, we look for mana ramp, we look for all the big cards. We look for those things when we're trying to assess whether or not a deck is high power or not. And then we look at the intention of the deck. What is the intention plays a massive part. What is the intention of the deck? Is the intention of the deck to mess with people for a little while and then come in for the kill, or is the intention from the word go just to get out there and smash everybody? So these are things we look at. I would assume that if you are asking the questions of what is high powered in our view, I would suggest send us a deck. Let us give you a determination on that deck, and then you'll have a bar to set for what we consider to be high power. Does that make sense? I think that's the easiest way to do it. It's very hard to articulate all of the little things that we look for in the deck. But if you send us a deck, you send it to us, we'll get the team to check it. They'll come back and say, right, this deck is EDH or CDH or it's Fringe. Then you'll at least have a barometer that says, okay, if I run off of this deck that I sent them and it's at that level according to them, then my other decks are X, Y, Z. I hope that makes sense. Does that work? If your friends refuse to play with you when you pick up that deck, then it's high power. Yeah, I mean, that's one way of doing it. Is that cool? Does that work for you, Bray? Braysaw. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Esau. Esau. Is this Esau who's playing in the Cape? I think you're playing in the Cape. Am I right? Let me just check. I can check things. You guys don't know this, but I know stuff. I can see things. Esa. Okay, hold on. I was close. Yeah, in Cape Town. That's what I thought. Okay, cool. Sweet. I was close. I got there eventually. My man, just do us a favor. Send us a list. Let's give you a barometer of what we think, what the team considers that particular deck at, and then you can take it from there. I think that's the easiest way to sort it out. I hope that is cool for you. And if you want to do that, send us lists. We're here to help and make sure that things get done properly. I can't believe the Pauper Triad ticket is sitting in the National Commander League. Anyway, gonna have to change a whole bunch of stuff, but that's all right. Okay, peeps. I think that's pretty much it for now. I just wanted to let everybody know that we were on top of stuff and that we were following up on things. We're not letting anything lie. We're not letting anything sort of slip out the radar. As far as we know, our radar is pretty good. But also just a big shout out again to everybody for taking part and supporting these events, because you don't support them, we're not going to do them. It's really that simple. So having you around to come and actually play games with us is just fantastic. And I'm so happy that we're having such good turnouts in Cape Town as well. I mean, the Warren this weekend, how many people at the Warren this weekend? Give me a second. 26 players at the Warren this weekend. And that's pretty impressive. 26 players at the Warren, and like 20 odd players at D20, 20 odd players at Stone Dragon, 10 players. I mean, this may not sound like much, but when you think about, yeah, but it'll get better. It'll get better at the next one. Luck Shack will be better. I mean, we've got Plumstead coming up on the 20th. It's going to be huge. But I wanted to say that this may not sound like much, but at the Den, which is in PE, there were 10 players this weekend, and that's a really good turnout for them down there. So it makes me really happy to see people coming to play. So on that note, I think I'm going to call it a night. Advertisement was bad. I only found out the weekend before. Okay, well, we've been punting a lot now. And so Plumstead is there waiting for you. Go to Plumstead. Go to Plumstead. Go to Plumstead. And tell your friends. Go, 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 go. We've managed to get into the quite a few of the Cape Town Facebook groups. So if you join up on Luck Shack Milnerton or Luck Shack Plumstead, you'll be seeing a lot more of our posts telling you when things are happening for the events and stuff as well. So keep an eye on the Facebook stuffs for the stores down in the Cape. Durbanville also, don't forget Durbanville happening on the 19th of August, which is this weekend coming, I believe. So keep that up in mind and go and get that done. But other than that, like I said, I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to go get some sleep and pick up on all of this stuff. Will the points be put out? Yeah, the tables are up at the moment. They just haven't been updated for this last weekend. So if you go into the EGG website, you go to the top there where it says leagues, you go down to Commander League, you can see CDH table and EDH table are both there. So you can go and click on them and see what's going on there for now. But like I say, we'll have the updated tables latest Wednesday. I'm going to try and get them done up and ready tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully Wednesday latest. At the moment... No, I can't. Let me stop because I keep like going on and on and on. And all I actually want to do is go sleep. So that's the news. Those are the event updates. That's what's going on. We've got Commander League action happening all the way. Tickets up to the 10th of September are available. So please go and check out the tickets on the website. Buy the ones you need now. Get that out of the way. The Modern League qualifier tickets are available for that as well. That's at D20 Battleground on the 26th of this month. And then the Pauper Triad on the 4th of November. Those tickets are also available. Unfortunately, for some reason, they're sitting in the National Commander League, but I will get that sorted out and they'll move to a Viking thing under our event tickets. So, yeah. Until then, and until next time, which will be Wednesday when we will be doing some Commanders, some live action spell table Commander. It'll be good fun. Come and check that out. And yeah, just again, thank you to everybody who's taking part and for everybody who's putting effort in to make this league run as smoothly as it is running right now, because I'm really, really happy with the way things are going. So I hope you guys out there who are playing are having fun. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it going. The rest of this event is going to be insane and very cool. So until Wednesday night when we do Command this, I'll see you all on the battlefield. Peace and love. Stay healthy, stay safe. Good night, everybody.